there, it's Adriana from Let's Make It Academy. Today I want to show you how to make these adorable headband bandanas. I love them so much. I wear them all the time when I cook, clean, I'm outside doing yard work at the beach, whatever, you name it, they're always in my hair because they just keep the hair out of my face for whatever it is that, I don't know, I need to focus on, and I don't want hair in my face. So today I'm wearing it because it's just really warm and really hot and humid, and I don't want to deal with my hair. But it's super simple to make, and you'll be done in a few minutes. And I make a bunch of them, like basically out of cotton. You can use whatever fabric you want, but I find that the slipperier fabrics kind of just don't really sit in my hair well, but if they do for you, use that. Here's another way that I wear them. So I take it down and I just scrunch the headband together. So it just gives it a scrunched headband look. This is cute too. Whatever, however you want to wear them, it's up to you. And I love that I just throw them in the wash and I dry them and nothing happens to them. So follow the link below, download the pattern, and let's get this started. Before we begin the bandana headband, I just want to go over what you're going to be needing. So once you print out the pattern, you're going to cut it along the solid black line. Of course, not using your shears for your fabric, but your paper shears. So once that's cut out, you're good to go. Then you're going to need straight pins, a ruler of any kind, and I even, use both my not my yardstick, my tape measure and my hem gauge. You're going to need a safety pin. Larger than this would be even better. I just can't find mine right now. And I have my shears for my fabric. And then I'm using an elastic about 1 inch wide that measures about 5 1/4 in length. I lied, 5 1/2. That'll be good too. And your fabric. I think for this project, cotton works best, but it's totally up to you. So cut out that pattern and we'll get it going. Let's start cutting out our fabric. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut these patterns out on the folds, meaning you're going to line this edge up of the pattern to the fold of your fabric. So for this one right here, I'm going to fold it right sides together, and this is all it means. You're going to pin it down and cut it out, and you're going to do the same thing with the band fold. So you really need a little bit of fabric to create this project. So if you have pattern weights, you can work with pattern weights as well, or you can pin it down. Whatever is more efficient for you, you can do. Or you can pin. It's completely your call on that. Both work. The next step is to make a rolled hem or a double hem on this end and this end. You can use your hem gauge here to measure 1/4 inch each time you fold. Or if you've been sewing for a while, you totally know what that looks like. Once you fold over and iron down once, you just fold over and do it again. And you're going to repeat this process on this end as well. Once these are both folded over, you're going to sew with a straight line down the center of the hem on both ends to keep it in place. I don't even bother clipping them or pinning them down because usually cotton does stay pretty well on its own. And for this here, you're going to also create a hem on each end of the shorter ends. So 1/4 inch folded over just once, not a double like the other. And on this end. Gone ahead and sewn down the edges so my hems are in place. I backstitched on the ends. You don't have to because they're actually going to be tucked in and they won't unravel, but it's your choice if you do. And for this, what you're going to do for the band part is fold it right sides together, pin it, and then sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance down the open edge. So we're creating a casing here for our elastic to slip through. And I'm going to sew down this as well without bringing you over to the sewing machine, because it's pretty simple to sew a straight line. But when I attach it to the handkerchief part, I will definitely show you that. Or the bandana, handkerchief, whatever. All right. Once you've sewn together the band, you're going to use your safety pin and you're going to attach it to one end and you're going to feed it through until it comes out the other end, and your band will be automatically turned right side out. So what I'm doing is scrunching the fabric onto the safety pin, and I'm kind of just helping it through this way. If you've ever made a scrunchie, this probably looks familiar. Right, almost there. Wishing I had my larger safety pin. Here we go. Works anyway. Okay, so there's no need to press this because it's going to look like a scrunchie anyway, so there's no need for that. Now you're going to get your elastic and you're going to feed it through the same way. But we're going to make sure once it goes through one end, it doesn't pull through to the other end. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. So for this, what I like to do is use two safety pins, one to hold one end in place and the other one to feed it through. So what I'm going to do is do this so it stays in place and doesn't move. So I hope. So that one's there. No, really, it'll be fine. And this one I'm going to feed through and hold it in place as well. And then from there, we're pretty much almost done. This is pretty simple. I told you it was a quick project. Okay, once it's fed through, I'm almost there. I'm going to make sure my folds, you remember we actually created this hem before, are turned in because you want a clean edge. It's not such a big deal if they stick out, but you just don't want to see the fraying fabric. And you're going to take one end of your handkerchief or bandana area, and what you're going to do is you're going to literally take it and scrunch it together, just like I am, and you're going to put it right inside here, and you are going to sew right across. And for this, I will take you to my sewing machine. You're going to sew straight down, and then what I do is back it up and go right over that stitch and do an end off just to hold it tight in there. But as you're sewing, you're going to want to make sure your safety pin is removed so you don't break your needle, and that you go through your casing or your bands, your elastic, and all of this scrunched up bandana. All right, so I'm still holding this together for dear life, and I do make the elastic stick out just a little bit, just so that I know that I actually get it and cover it when I sew. So just make sure everything is tucked in. Like you see here, I turned it around and I see one of the ends or part of the edge sticking out. I just cover that. And I always tend to sew it, I don't know why, but from the back, just to ensure I see this elastic not move. But it doesn't matter which way you sew it. I'm setting my stitch to a number 3 or a 3 stitch length, just so that it gets through all this fabric, even though I have a pretty heavy duty machine. And here we go. And staying right in place, I'm gonna back stitch. You can just turn the entire sewing around and pivot. And there we go. I did a little end off. And we trim. And now we do the same exact thing on the other side. So here's how you do it. Well, actually, you already know. Just hold it together so that you don't become frustrated. Hold it together, meaning the actual fabric. Your motions, I don't know. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna stick it actually pull this out, scrunch. And the last thing I do is I remove the safety pin. If you have a better way of holding it, then do it your way. But that really is my last thing, of removing the safety pin at the end. You see how it's already come together? It's actually a quick project. I said that already. All right, here we go. Remove this last. Okay. And on number 3 again, straight down and back stitch. And back stitch. You also want to make sure you choose a thread that really matches and coordinates well with what fabrics you've chosen. And that's it. You have your bandana headbands. So mine's a little stiff because of the printing of the cotton, but the more I wear it and wash it, it does soften up. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thanks again for watching.